Howdy guys, how's it going? Welcome to the channel. My name is Jack. Welcome to the first mix breakdown of the channel. Today we're doing Is It Really You by one of my favorite bands, Loathe. They're from the UK. I love Loathe. Live, laugh, loathe. They came out with this song, Is It Really You, 2020. I was very, very grateful to see them in 2021 when they were touring with Static Dress in Omerta, one of the best shows I've ever been to. It was in like a little club in Pennsylvania with like 300 people, just all jam-packed in a room. It was so cool. One of my first metal concerts too, so that was an experience for sure, almost getting moshed into a trash can. Anyways, though, what I've done is I've tried to recreate this song. You've probably seen, maybe if you come from the video I posted for the full cover, so this will be maybe a week or so after that post. This is kind of just going to break down the song originally and then kind of like how I've recreated it. So we're going to go first and kind of look at what they've done and how I've recreated it, or like things that I've noticed. Even just like, maybe if I didn't cover it all, just things to point out. This is all like basic music production that I'm going to be talking about. Nothing like, not much music theory. I don't know too much about music theory, but mainly just like things that I've catched from listening to music all these years, just things that, picked up on. So let's get started. Let's give it a rip. Give it a rip. Okay, wow, geez, what a song, what an intro, a lot to unpack. So, we start the song off with a beautiful synth. Let's just hear how it sounds like. And then it kind of keeps on going, a little bit quieter once the verse or the intro starts. Kind of just laying down some chords just to fill up some space. Very cool. And then we'll just stop there for now. Kind of see what I did. Kind of see what my sound is like. So you heard that one. It's the original. And then this is how I got mine to sound in the beginning. It's not the greatest. I'm not the best with synths. Just kind of something to recreate it. So what I have... There's two different synths here. One's covering like the lower. One's covering up the higher. I think they're both the same preset. I'm using ANA, I believe. I think it's a plugin that Slate Digital plugin pack. And then down here, there's just a drone. There's just one note. It's going the entire time. And then I have automation on it. So once like the intro starts hitting, you can like hear it because originally it's just in the background. Maybe like if I play this for you, you can hear what I'm talking about. Maybe it's like a mock cover in your recording, but you can like really hear it now. It just leads very nicely into that intro section. Oof. Just love this song, man. Okay, what's next? I mean, that really covers a big intersection, so we can start with the drums. See what the drums sound like originally. Just ripping. Believe it's Sean Radcliffe on the drums. Very cool. He has a groove pack out with Get Good Drums. I would also highly recommend checking it out. Also, one thing to note, this song is in differing time signatures, so it starts out in 12/8. There is one part in the middle where it goes to 18/8. I think it relatively stays the same except for going like, it just changes between 18/8 and 12/8 at like one other point in the song. I think that's where it goes like down, 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 down. That part right there. So this is what I have for the drums. This is a Get Good Drums kit. I believe it is a Invasion kit. Let me see if it can load. It's either Invasions or Modern and Massive. I believe it's Invasion. But Get Good Drums is a very good company for like starting out with virtual drum kits. Yeah, so this is the Modern and Massive. There's the kick, the toms, the snare, hats, cymbals, all together. So this, what you're looking at here, it's a template that I got from a guy on YouTube. His channel is Mix Ready. I would not like, this guy's stuff is so good. He basically lets you have a mix template where you can drag and drop everything. So I can pull up, I don't know if I can pull it up, but he basically has everything routed. There's EQs, there's compression, there's he has everything mixed. All you have to do is basically put in your DI tracks, and then obviously you can adjust it if you want, but all of this comes out of the box. You know, you don't really have to do anything to it. So this is just how it comes sounding. The Get Good Drums isn't going to sound like that stock, but very, very cool. So yeah, that's what my drum sounds like. The bass, I'll just a simple, you know. Maybe a little out of tune, but you know, it's alright. So what we have here, a classic split. I see a lot of mixers do. They have the low frequency split, and then there's like a little filter, so it's just, you know, like this part, the low frequencies, maybe like 50 to 200 hertz, and then the rest is, there's like a little gap, and then there's like 500 hertz up, and then you have the distortion on the higher frequencies, and then the lower part you can kind of boost it up, so like the distortion is not getting on that low part. So like the low by itself would just sound like that. It's literally just lows, sub information, and then you got higher. Maybe not sounding good on its own, but then you put it together, sounds a little bit better. And then for that, I am using, let me see, the bias effects. I don't know if you can see. Let me see if I can. Uno segundo. There you go. There's my bass. So I just go to the easy steps on bass on the bias effects too. It's easy steps. And that's basically it. I have the EQ at the beginning. I have also the BOD, which is kind of like a play on the it's like a BOD bass overdrive. It's a free plugin. I highly recommend it. Use it a lot of tool stuff. Anywho, we can go now. There's also another part at the very end. I'll just briefly go over the bass where it's like the outro. This part right here. So I just have it a little bit set up different. I think it's the same plugins. I just have a little pedal board on it with a fuzz to make it a little bit more full and distorted. Okay, and let us get on now to the guitars. So it would help if I have everything in buses, but I do not. Just a basic rhythm tone. There's the intro, and then here's the leads. Clean guitars. Those those together. So for the clean guitars on there, I'm using Archetype Nolly. Let me put that up. Excuse me. The Archetype Nolly. This is the same guy that I got this template from. He also does like templates for, or like, what do you call it, presets for amps, like neural DSP amps, like for Gojira, Nolly. So this one is one of his presets. I mean, basically you can just get like a cleanish, crunchy-ish tone, and that should be fine for this part. And then this, where is that? You also have the synth drone going on in this part. Just laying down the foundational chords. Sounds really cool when it's just like bare bones. And then also you got the acoustic part coming up here too. So this part, I just have it EQ'd a little bit. So originally I was going to have it to where it sounded like in the original they had it filtered a little bit. So I was going to have it kind of more like that. I just decided against that. It sounded like in the original. I don't know, it's more full sounding. I think that's my old recording. It wouldn't be under that. It would be under guitars. Where's guitars? I'm stupid. Here it is. Boom. Forgive my not playing in time. Hear how it definitely sounds like there's some sort of filter on it though, where it's like not all the highs are coming out. But yeah, I used my new Martin guitar for this. Not very in tune, but you get the gist. Yeah, and then the very end part, it's just the bass and the synth at the end. Very cool. So I mean, that's like the bare bones of how I recreated the cover for Is It Really You. I got ways to go mixing wise and playing wise, but I love this song, so I wanted to, try my best at it. And when I have uploaded the video, I should have a tab up on there to go with it. So if you want to cover it, or you want to look and play it, then you can. I want this channel to be like a good community where people can just come together and like share their love for music, share our resources, pool together, just be a community of like-minded people who love music, because we need more of that in the world. You know what I'm saying? So thanks for watching. Peace.